Yo, people, back again. Today we're going to be talking about how to draw on your support and resistance and how to make it as accurate as possible. I had someone in the comments telling me they wanted to know how to draw on support and resistance, so I thought, let me just make a video on it and just show you how I do it accurately so you can have the best lines in the chart and price respects your levels. Alright, so I'm going to start from the weekly and how I do it on all my pairs. Now with the weekly, key thing I do with the weekly time frame is my support and resistance levels are only showing on the weekly. Like I don't let them show on any other time frame other than the weekly, because obviously the weekly is a longer time frame type of thing. So I'm only letting them show on the weekly. So right now, this is Aussie US dollar. This is how I start. What I like to see is, first let's just define what support and resistance is. Obviously resistance, we can think of it as like the roof where price can't break out of. And obviously support is obviously going to be the floor where price is bouncing off from. So support at the bottom, resistance at the top. For me, how I categorize support and resistance, it literally only needs one tap. So a lot of people might say minimum 3 taps, minimum 2 taps. For me, price can have a level where it hits once, and that to me would be a level of support and resistance. You know what I'm saying? Another thing to point out is some people draw it from the wicks or the bodies. I do either or. It depends on how the price is looking at that specific moment. So I do both from the wick or from the body, but it depends on how price is at the moment. So I don't do just one or the other. I do both and I mix it up, and I'll show you as I analyze and break down this chart with support and resistance. So this is a good view. Getting to about this zoomed out view on the chart, and then I'm just gonna point out what I can see, which is clear to me now. So boom, this is a level of support resistance. We've got tap that wick, bodies hit, respected there, respected up here, respected here, respected there, come close to it and respected it again there. So I'll mark this down as my level of resistance, and now I've got these already saved, so I'll put that as a weekly, and then boom, I can just lock that there. That level is going to be there for a while until price comes up to it or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Boom. Another level now. What can I see? Sometimes I pull it on there and I play around with it. If it doesn't look right to me, then I'll move it around as well. That's something else I do. So yep, I like this level, so I'll have that. Boom, another level of support there. Weekly. Okay. Then I'll look at this. Yep, this is another level of support I like. So as you can see here, support, had a fake out there, support, came up, broke out, retested as support, using it as resistance, and broke out, retested support, used that support again, and then now we're currently up at this level, failing to break it. So it's a nice level of support and resistance. And then further, boom, now we've got another level of support. Support's tapped there, fake out, broke out, retested it, supported the wick, support, and it's there resistant, and they've come out, retested it as support there. So literally that's all I need now from the weekly. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 levels on, and I can clearly see the direction the price is in. Yeah, 4 levels on, that's all I need. We don't need to overcrowd the chart. Keep it as clean as possible and as clear as possible. That's literally all I need now from the weekly. So I can see from hitting the support, price broke out, retested there, and now we're struggling. We're currently consolidating kind of, and we're struggling to break out of this resistance. So that's literally all I need on the weekly. Heading over to the daily now, what I would do is just zoom into where price is at now. We're trading where price is at now, so we don't need to zoom out to like this and then put on all our levels of support and resistance. Because obviously we've got a lot of price action here, we don't really need to do that at this moment in time. So all I would do is, okay, cool, I'm gonna put that as our level of resistance. Here you can see there was a range, so I'll do that. Let's put that as our daily. Daily here. So boom, you've got this. Got level of support here as well. Price is tapping. And that's literally all I need. We've got a bit of resistance up here. If we look here, tap the wick there, tap there, and support it there. And that's literally all I need. This is all the support and resistance I need on the daily. And then that's the first aspect. I put my support and resistance, And then now we need to see the trend direction, but that's obviously something further than just plotting on support and resistance. So that's literally all I need to do. I've put on my weekly levels, I put on my daily levels. Also, something to mention with my daily levels, unlike the weekly where I said it's only shown on the weekly, my daily also shows on the hourly, 4 hourly and the hourly. So this is the 4 hour and then the 1 hour, which all the time frames I use. And the daily does show on these time frames, and mainly because I'm actually trading on these lower time frames. So if price comes to like a daily level on that level, I might want to enter a trade. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's literally all I need. Put my support and resistance, and then the next step will be looking at, okay, what's the trend direction? Can we get a breakout retest following that longer term trend direction from the weekly and daily? But yeah, that's something else. But all this video is focusing on is plotting your support and resistance and getting it down as accurate as possible. So the two main things you want to focus on is focusing on where price action is at now, if there's a lot of price action, and then two is just making it clear and concise. You don't need bare levels, just have the key levels that are showing right now. So here's the key levels, boom. This obviously was support and resistance at first, but now it's no longer being respected. You can see what's being respected is here. It was ranging, then we had price come down to here, had a double bottom, push up to here, respected this resistance, and then this is how we'll trade and continue and so on and so forth. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's literally how I plot my levels. Hopefully you lot learn from this and catch me on the next video. I'm out.